Yes.
Lord Shaykh, can you listen 10 characteristics of Abdullah?
Can you what?
Can you at least tell us 10 characteristics of Abdullah?
No need 10. I don't like lists like that. Yeah. I'm going to give you one characteristic and you understand 1,000. He is in love. It's finished. You need more understanding? The Abdullah, he is in love with his Lord. Everything he does is because of that love. You cannot reach to that divine love if you don't love the Prophet ﷺ, if you're not a servant to that Prophet. And the way to that is to become a servant to your guide, to your Shaykh. You cannot. You can feel like this, but it's fake. When the test comes, you will fail. So, you know this answer. We spoke about it last night. So, Prophet ﷺ says, to ask Allah for forgiveness. I'm opening up the hadith a little bit more. For tawbah, to opening up, to ask Allah's forgiveness, cry. If you cannot cry, what did he say? Huh? Force yourself to cry. Make yourself to cry. So, doing good things, it's okay to force yourself to do it. Since when is not okay to force yourself to do good things? This is a very modern idea. Oh, I have to be completely sincere, then I'm going to do it. I have to completely feel like I want to pray, then I'm going to pray. Otherwise, it's not sincere. It's good. And in Islam, in Shariat, in Tariqat and everything, just to imitate goodness, you will get the blessing and the reward. Just to imitate. You don't mean it, but you're imitating, doing something that is good. It's okay. Don't imitate bad things, wrong things. You're going to get the punishment. So, force yourself to do it. In reality, your soul is already the same. It is the barricades that is in front of you. Which means forcing is to push through those veils. To let your spirit to be free. Not for your ego to do as it likes. To dictate, to tell you what, like this or like that. No, you tell it. It feels very opposite, doesn't matter. But you believe like this, everyone is telling you like this, intelligence is saying this, it doesn't matter. These words are coming from where? From Allah and His Prophet. It tops everything else. So if you cannot make that decision, it's very difficult. Once you make that decision, then it's going to be easy. Even when it's difficult, it's going to be easy. Because you already made the decision. Like what Shaykh Efendi is saying. The Shaykh, one of the characteristics is like the Prophet. They can talk and they can connect with anyone. Not just anyone, but the lowest people that the whole society is not connecting, doesn't look at them with value, they love to be with. But because they're doing that, there are people who will look down on them. People who used to kiss their hands and their feet will look down on them. And saying that, oh, he's just a normal person. Once you think like that, once, he didn't say twice, once, he says then it's finished, it's gone. Once you start judging that one, it's gone. Now he can go lower by himself to sit with, let's say, orphans or poor people. He can lower himself by making things easy for people. He can lower himself, as our Shaykh had done so many times, to sort of appear as if he's doing wrong things. Yes? Whether we understand they're wrong or not, but he always has a reason for that. We must understand what is a shaykh. What is he when he makes ijtihad like that, what he represents. You say, no, this is, we have to go for Jummah. Listen. Yes, we have to, but in this situation, it is tight. And in this situation, are we missing that because we are doing something for our ego and for dunya, or are we not in the way of Allah? Remember? So it says, don't worry about that, continue in your work. I remember. So once he starts doing things like that, lowering himself, then people will start judging. This is a very, very old way of misunderstanding things. It's not new. Very old. They said that about every unlettered saint. They said that about Hazrat Shams. They said that about what was the Hazrat's name? We mispronounced Fatiha. Habibul Ajam. They said that about our Prophet. They said that about Hazrat Bilal. Yes? And sometimes it is necessary now to do the opposite, because when everyone is doing that and they're doing it for show, now you do the opposite. This is what tariqat means, because doing that properly now, 100%, it has become empty. It has become very arrogance, just for show. Now you're going to do something else. Yes? Makes sense? Yeah. Yes, Ramadan? But they are not. So, I mean, your question is very loaded. I didn't want to enter into that anger thing, because of course, it's kind of like if you touch something hot, your finger is burning. First thing is you do that, right? To cool it down, right? But what happens when it's winter outside and your fingers are very cold? What happens? Same action. Two different results. Do you have to explain more? No. So anger for your ego is different. Anger for the sake of Allah, it is different. One is declaring lordship, the other one is declaring servanthood as Allah likes. One is no control, and the other one is fear from Allah in that. And there is full control, as Hazrat Ali did. When the unbeliever spat in his face, when they were fighting, and he refused to kill the man is saying, why are you not killing me? Finish it. At least I die with honor. He says, no, before I was going to kill you for the sake of Allah, for truth. But when you spat at me, I would have killed you with anger. So I walk away. That unbeliever understood now what is the essence of Islam. He says, this is what he is teaching you. This is what you're learning. This is what the religion is. He says, yes. He says, why am I fighting this? And he became one, a believer. And so many people used to say that of Shaykh Efendi when they cannot understand. They become very lazy. They say, you are telling people not to get angry, but look, you're always angry. Do you have permission to do it? Do you have the authority and the knowledge to do it? Knowledge, authority. Are you given the permission to do it? You're not given, you cannot be. You're given, and people, so many people, they are given the authority to be, they don't want to be, because it's actually pretty stressful to be angry, you know. Rather than just walk away, says, I don't want to deal with this, walk away. But then you have to, and that's the time they say, okay, we'll give you this. It's also a test to them. It's okay, be angry, but they're also watching you. Don't think that they say be angry and you're given full permission to do anything that you want. No, it's not. People think that this is freedom. People think that sitting here is freedom. We're more under lock and chain than you are. But people with wrong eyes and the wrong heart, they always see the wrong things. So, it's like that. You understand? Inshallah, one day we will all understand. Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. This much is enough, inshallah. Have a good day.